It's your girl Kelsey, and I'm back to the video. And on today's video, I decided to make this hairstyles cardigan. I'm just gonna drop a picture here. And yeah, so as you all know, I've been into crocheting. Like, I've loved crocheting and stuff. So, and I saw this trend on that everyone was going on for like quite a time, like a month or so, and I love the pattern of the cardigan, and I decided to make one for myself. So yeah, this video is going to be me showing you guys the details of how I measured my cardigan, and also how I made the squares and all. You're gonna see everything. I'm going to show everything in details. But anyways, before I get into this video, don't forget to give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and also turn on the notification bell. Yeah, and also comment down if you want to see more crochet video and all. Yeah, so let's get into the video. Okay guys, so these are my squares I made. I was looking for like a bright orange color, but I couldn't, so I got this that kind of look like orange, but it isn't orange, like a brown kind of stuff. But yeah, so I got this color. I made this in 7, yeah, 7, because I quite didn't like the color, so I made it smaller, like smaller and all. And I also made a mistake when I started. The measurement was kind of large. I'm gonna lose this off later on, but yeah, this I made the orange in 7, the red in 10, green 10, yellow 10, black 10, and this hand stitch, I think, yeah, this hand stitch I made 9, not 10. Yeah, so for the cuffs, I made the cuffs here, and also for the down part of the jacket. So yeah, I'm going to be giving you guys the measurements I used and also the stitch I used, because your measurement is going to depend on how tight you crochet and on the stitch you use. Because if you make a mistake, you're going to turn out to be this, because everyone don't use the same stitch and everyone's stitch isn't as tight as others. And this blue is for the color, I think, yeah, but I'm gonna do this later when I'm done joining the whole squares. So I'm going to show you guys how I made this and also this. But for this, I got the design. This is not like totally hand stitch, something like that. So I got the design from someone's YouTube. I'm gonna link down her the YouTube channel below, so you could go check her out if you didn't understand how I explained it and all. Yeah. For the measurements, I use this 20 chain by 16, so that's 20 chain for the down, then 16 going across. Yeah, but in inches, I think it's 16. Yeah, I think it's 14 or 16. Okay, I'm gonna measure that later on and I'll put it down. So yeah, so 20 here and 16 across, 20 here, 16 across for each of them. And my stitch was double half crochet in all of them. You could use single crochet or whatever, but when you use single crochet, it won't be the same chain because it might be smaller or bigger depending on your stitches and all. For this, because this looks tighter, I made 24 then by 13 for the hand stitch. Yeah, so this, I made this mistake. I made 20 by 20, so I'm just gonna loosen up 4 of these. Yeah, and we'll be back with the measurements in inches. So I got my tape here and I'm just gonna be measuring this and So yeah, this is 16 by no 13 by 16. Yeah, not 16, let's say just 15 more or less, 15 more or less. So 13 by 15. If you want to use same measurement with what I did but different stitch, so it's gonna be 13 by 15. I guess all basically it's same, yeah, but just make sure it's 15 or 16 more or less. So same thing to this, yeah. Then for the cuffs here, I made 27, so let's say 6 or 7 by 26. So this is 7 by 26, 13 by 15. And for the bottom side, I made 7 by 110 without stretching. So I measured them without stretching them, so just like that. So this is 7 by 26, and this part is 7 by 110. So it's depending on how comfortable you get actually. So yeah, for my measurement, this is what I did. So if you really don't know how to crochet, you have to watch some other YouTube video to understand how to crochet, because that I'm not going to show you guys the basics here. So I use a double half crochet for this one. For mostly all, yeah, I use a double half crochet. You could use a single crochet or a double crochet, but I prefer using a double half crochet. So for my pin, I used a 5.5 for my pin. Yeah, this is the one I use. This is kind of my favorite pin actually. I've been using this one for quite a while. I have other measurement, other sizes, but this is my favorite here. So I'm going to show you guys how I made the hand stitch pattern. So we're going to use the yellow as the black because I couldn't find any more yellow. So you first of all make your, and then we're going to chain. It's going to be a base. So firstly you're going to chain. For me, I chain 24, but for this example I'm just going to chain 5. So this is my 5. So I'm gonna work up the 5th one and chain 2. So, and I'm gonna make my half double crochet first one, and another one, so for the 3rd one I'm just gonna make half double crochet, but I will not complete it because I'm gonna be adding my red thread. So to add the red thread, there's different techniques to add your red thread, but for me I prefer to tie it on the yellow, which is our black. So I'm gonna tie it this way. Sorry if you can't see or understand whatever I'm doing. I told you have to know the basics of crocheting first because I won't explain that much. So when this is done, you have to use this to complete the half double crochet of the yellow which you haven't completed. So now I have 3 yellow, which will be the black here. So 3 yellow, yeah. But before the third one, you use the red to complete the third one. So we're gonna make a half double crochet with the red one. So I'm making my first half double crochet with the red one, and I'm not gonna complete with the red one. I'm gonna pick up the yellow one, which is supposed to be black, but yeah, yellow. But when you do that, also make sure you hold in this two this way to keep it in and not look untidy. So as you can see right here, I have 3 yellow, 1 red. So before you complete the red one, you have to use the yellow to make it, because you are going to go in also with the yellow to complete the next half double crochet. Because I made 3 black, 1 red, 3 black, 1 red, 3 black, 1 red, 3 black, 1 red across. Then up I made 3 red, like the same thing, continue the same pattern towards the whole so I'm just gonna link the pattern I use, how to calculate and all. But yeah, this is basically all I did. But as you go across your chain, you have to build in the other color you aren't using into, like, I'm gonna hold this way, so good. I hope you guys are seeing this. So I'm trying to make a half double crochet of the yellow one now. So I made it, but with this red in it. So I'm kind of keeping my work tidy and not untidy. Yeah. And yeah, I made my half double crochet of the yellow. So my chain is just 5, so I'm going to stop here. But if you have like more chain, you continue the same pattern, 3 yellow, but on the third one you use the red to complete it. Then you make the red chain, then 3 yellow. So it's 1 2 3 yellow, then red, then 1 2 3 yellow, then red, 1 2 3. But in yours you're going to use black instead. So, but when you get to the end pattern of your work, you're gonna chain 1 and 2. But before you chain 1 and 2, you have to check which color is gonna come above. So for this part, I'm gonna be using the red on top. So I'm not gonna completely chain 2 with the yellow. I'm just gonna just complete the yellow, then change it to the red. So guys, for this pattern, your work can get so untidy if you aren't careful, and you can also tangle your thread. So to avoid you tangling your thread, you have to draw one at the back of the thread like this, instead of getting it directly this way, which might tangle the thread. You take it from the back. So I'm just gonna chain 2 with the red, since I'm gonna continue with the red. And yeah, we have our chain. So I'm gonna start up with 1 red, but I'm not gonna complete this red. I'm gonna use also remember to take your yellow back this way so you won't get confused. And I'm gonna put it in this way, but not completely here. I'm going to use yellow and complete it. Then I'm going to chain 1 more yellow. Then always remember to get this from the back. So this, and I make my 3 chain. So for this pattern I used, I made it look something like this. So it has something like this. So this is the pattern I use for just this. So to get this pattern, you have to hold this way, chain at the back single stitch. So instead of going in through this part, instead of going in here, you go in through the back, and I make my, also always take this in, I make my half double crochet, and also at the back the third half double crochet, sorry, the second half double crochet, and the back, the third half double crochet. But I'm not going to complete this. I'm just going to take up the yellow because we're going to continue with the yellow on top. So I'm going to chain two with the yellow because it's supposed to go up, and you continue with the pattern, one yellow first, then one red, then three the same. So, and always remember the single thread at the back, always the single one at the back. I'm going to do this way till you get this. And same thing with this one, the same pattern, always at the back till you get this whole sphere. So that's it for this and also for this. But for this I use just half double crochet all around, not at the back, just normal stitches for it all together. So yeah, so I'm just gonna we're gonna go create a pattern for the stitches, and we're gonna join the squares all together and get our cardigan. So yeah, so I kind of arrange my first panel, and this is gonna be at my back panel. So I made 4 boxes up and 4 boxes down. Yeah, you're just gonna have to match the colors however comfortable or however you like them, depending on the colors you have. And I'm gonna be using this to stitch them together. I'm gonna use this mark to mark my top part, and I'm just gonna pin them together with these just to avoid this, to avoid them going around and all. So yeah, and I'm gonna go stick this together and show you guys what I'm doing. just finished setting the front panel. This is for the right and the left. Yeah, I just kind of mixed the colors to however satisfied I was. So I kind of like the color I did now. So I'm just gonna join them and I will show you guys how, and before I will be able to join them with the back panel, then I'm gonna sew in the hands. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this side then over to this side here. Okay, so this is my arms, the two arms. I made them 3 across and 4 down, and this is how I match the colors. I kind of like the way it looks and all. So I'm just gonna join them like normal, sew them in, then I will show you guys how I'm going to join them with the front and back panel. Yeah, and yeah, let's see how this works. Okay, so I just finished sewing in the arms. This is the first one. It looks pretty smooth, and I also attached the cuffs. As you can see, I attached the cuffs. It looks pretty smooth, but I'm thinking it's too long for an arm. I feel it's too long for an arm, but yeah. So I just finished the second arm and I'll be attaching the cuffs. So to do that, I'm going to first cut off these extra pieces. I try my possible best to make the stitchings neat as possible. So I'm going to turn the inners inside out, and we're going to attach the cuffs this side because I attached the red side for the other arm. So I'm going to attach the yellow side for this arm. So to do that, I turn it inside out, and we're going to turn the cuffs inside out and put it in, and we're gonna stitch this way. So when we are done stitching, we can turn it this way. You get the point. I hope you get the point. So I need to make it look. Yeah, so we're gonna stitch this way. So for sewing it together, I use the knitting needle, but for this I'm going to be using my 30mm hook, and we're going to use it to stitch this in. And to do that, because they are not equal, so I'm going to be using, in this larger stitch, we're going to use 2 of this, and in a single one, and a smaller one, I'm going to use 1 stitch. So 2 in larger and a single one. So I'm going to use my back end. I'm going to make a slip knot. So we start up from here and here. Single. If you don't know how to do your sewing stitches, you should go watch up some YouTube video on that to So that's pretty much how I'm gonna do it round. So I'll be back when I'm done with all the stitch and you guys will see how it turned out. Yep. Okay, so I just finished doing my thing and this is it. So we are gonna try to join the panels. I'm going to try to sew in the panels. So this is the two front panels and this is the back panel. Okay, it looks like a mess for now, but we're still going to take care of it. So this is the upper side, which I'm marked with this, and we're going to try to join them together. So they should go here. Should go here. So we want to sew them in, so I'm going to bring them upside down. So we want to sew in here and here, from here to here, and from here to here, and I'll be back. Okay, I just finished sewing in this part to here and this. So, okay guys, I know this looks rough, but you got to trust the process. It gotta look rough for it to look good. If you've watched, are you there yet, or are we there yet? Indicate in the comments. So I'm just gonna chop off this extra threads off, so we have a less messy thing going on. Less messy. So to fix in the arm, we are going to do this way, because this is where I joined all together. So I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to fix it from inside, so when we're done we just have to like turn it all over this way. So I'm just going to sew in this and the other part and I'll be back. Okay guys, so it's currently 12 midnight and this is how far I've gotten with the cardigan. Yeah, and I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it. So I feel you just left with the button hem and the blue thingy here. I really don't know what that's called, but that's what's left. So for the I think it's too long, but I feel there's no in leaving it this way, so I'm just gonna leave that way it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with it this way. So yeah, so I'm just gonna try to fix this part, and No, first of all, I'm just gonna fix the button hem first, then fix this part, and that will be all. I'm also gonna leave the buttonhole in the blue thingy I'm supposed to put here. I really don't know how I'm gonna do that here, but I'm still gonna figure that out. But yeah, please ignore the way I look. It's late at night, so I'm not just trying to look cute and all. So yeah, I am loving the cardigan, and I'll be back when I'm done fixing everything. I might continue. It's morning already, so I can't sleep this night, but yeah, I might continue now, or maybe sleep and continue the next morning. I don't think I'll be having class the next morning because it's Monday, so I might continue, but yeah, it's up to me later depending on how I feel, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. So guys, I am done with everything after all the stress and all. I finished it and I love it. I so love it, and it's kind of heavy and thick. It's heavy, and so it came out nice. The material looks the pattern looks smooth, and it's so comfy and all. So I'll be telling you guys how I got my measurements and the pattern I used for mine. I'm going to drop a diagram on the screen as I explain this. So for the back, I used 4 across and 4 up. So in total, I used 16 squares for the back. Then for the front, I used 2 across and 4 down, and in total I used 8 for the left side. Then for the right side, I used 8, so 16. For the arm, I used 3 across and 4 down, and in total I used 12 for one arm, 12 for the other arm, so 24 in total. Then for the cuffs, I used 7 by 29, which in total I got 24 rows. If you are using half double crochet, 24 rows. Then for the hems, that's the bottom thingy, I used 7 by 111, which in total I got 84 rows using half double crochet too. Then for the colors, I used in total squares I used 53, I think. Yeah, in total 53. Yeah, I think. Yeah, 53 inches and 53 squares. So yeah, I've explained how I made the hand stitch, I think, on my previous, like on some clips here, I think. So I'm just gonna give you guys the way I drew my measurements and for the squares and also yeah, I hope you guys love this video, and also please subscribe and turn on the post notification bell, and also like and comment down below if you want to see more crochet stuff. Yeah, and also tell me what you think about this cardigan, this jacket. I so love it, to be honest. I so love this jacket. So comment down below what you think about this jacket, if you love it, if you would make one. I 100% recommend. If you really want to make one, I 100% recommend. But as a student, it takes a lot of time. It takes a large amount of time. So I don't know about any other people, but for me, it took me a long time because I would pause and study and come back and all. So yeah, and that's all for this video. I will see you guys in my next video.